We are confident that you will handle this matter with
What's up,
discretion.
Doc? Hello everybody, this is Zigzag coming to you from somewhere in this world. Hey, OAP Gaming, good to see you in here, right as I started. Good timing. Yeah, I delayed myself briefly because all of a sudden I said, oops, I forgot to check the last minute winner of the naming for Nick Vogel's new nickname. So I went and got the final results to see who actually won, and we'll announce that once we get going at the top of the hour, which is pretty close now since I delayed coming on here by a couple minutes. So I hope everybody's doing well. I am just tired of the heat. I'm happy to see that it's dropping tomorrow. Yeah, the nickname is in. The final poll is in. I had to check with both the Discord poll and the community tab poll, and I do now know it was weird. The early voting had one winner, but the late voting pushed another one over the top. So that's all I'll say ahead of time. And we do have a clear winner. No tie, nothing like that. We have a clear winner. It looked like, yeah, well, and basically I said it. And I'll tell you who the early leader was and then got overtaken at the finish line. What can I say? What can I say?
What's up, Doc?
Oh, what's up, Doc? I don't know. Werner, that's Werner. Good to see you in here, my friend. Ah, you couldn't vote. We had it both community tab and the Discord page, and I also looked at my channel page. If you ever don't get any of our community posts, it's now like, if you go to the channel page, it's third or fourth section down, you can actually see our posts there. So you have another way to quick find the post if you don't think, because sometimes even it feels like it doesn't push all the community posts out to me very well. So I made sure it's, one of the first three columns. You have new videos, whatever the breakdowns are. It's like the third one down, shows all the community tabs. If you feel like you're missing a vote or haven't seen the vote when you know we got one going on, if that's easier for you to find than the Discord, if you're not a member of the Discord, all that. So I try to make it as easy as possible, so the most people as possible can vote. Try to do it. We try. 8% your election. All right. You didn't pick the number one vote. Is that what you're trying to tell me, Carlos? You didn't pick number one. Oh, well. But anyway, it's top of the hour, so we're going to move on over and introduce you to the team that's going out. And Trumpkin will dream on that we have a good mission today. But sometimes, looking at the map that we drew, I don't know. We'll see. Good to see you in here, by the way. But I'm sitting here. I'm drained today. I am drained. It's not like it felt hotter today, but the temperature gauge saying it was just as hot as the last 2 days for the most part. But we do have some relief coming on its way tomorrow, at least where I am. So hopefully I'll be recovered by the way. I'm just ragged. I'm not used to prolonged heat like I used to be. Well, and it was even different when I lived in Southern California. It's like we have air conditioning and the humidity isn't there. So it's like, it's just very different. Very, very different. It's more like when I lived in Western Kentucky or even Pennsylvania, or actually even Massachusetts. I've lived a lot of places in my life, mostly out west, but I have dealt with humidity, but it's different when you have an air-conditioned room to go to, rather than just these frickin' fans blowing all over your face all day. So, oh well, I should quit moaning and groaning, huh? I should quit moaning and groaning and get to it. Okay, so this is the map. And it's a fair-sized map, but because of its design, it plays mega small. And, you know, console missions usually are 5 pods. In general, that's my understanding. They follow that format. And, you know, it's late game, so the pods might be more than, you know, can be more than 4. And, you know, it's late game, so the pods aren't just going to be all thin men, like early game council missions, although they usually manage to stick in some thin men in there. Almost always. It's very rare that you have a council mission where you don't see at least one thin man. So we shall see how this goes on this map. It has me a little worried because this is very important to lower panic in you know what. In fact, you heard the sound of the game instead of the relaxing pre-stream music, the saxophone. Because I made I just can't make up my mind. I made a last minute switch on the team and who I was going to take out. I switched, and I was doing that up to the last minute when I hit start streaming. I was still rotating people around. So let's say I'm stressing over this mission. It could be potentially it could be. It just depends. If I start back in this corner, I feel better because there's more wall. If I start in this corner, I feel better because there's more wall to hide behind. You know what I mean? Yeah, we get flanked down at the other end. If I start in this corner or out in the courtyard, the whole freaking map can come to us because there's windows everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So I am a little concerned. And then this other corner feels more isolated, but it's all windows and whatnot in the back, and you can see through glass doors on the interior, so there's very little that blocks. Yeah, I wish they banned glass doors on this map. Use solid doors in the frickin' office, would ya? So this map has me concerned. You know, we've played it before, but this is a late game council mission, and so yeah, I think maybe I'm overthinking. Maybe we'll find out it's real easy, but I'm worried. I don't want to blow it and not lower panic in UK. So that's where my thinking is. That's where we're at. So when we get the nick, we'll go to the to be determined nickname, and I'll tell you who the winner was. But we got Zabiel going out as our medic. Yeah, Muton Elite, and you know the one thing, because I worried, I do not have a capture person. Just don't. Absolutely just don't. So what I could do, but he's kind of pokey even for run and gun. I could throw one on somebody just so we have one, but yeah, I just don't. It's just this mission's purpose is not capture; it's to lower panic in the UK. So that's what we're trying to do. Yeah, hype the capture. I'm just afraid this map, I just am stressing over the potential for fighting the whole map at once. So I have as many multi-shot double tappers, hit and runners, hit and run assault, hit and run mech that I can get. Waffle cover destruction, because a lot of cover on this map is destructible, along with, you know, a Rocketeer to try and expose people. But the risk with that is no infantry. But actually, I don't think I really had infantry available, although I do have Smokes carrying the Gauss rifle. But he's mostly going to be throwing smoke. But I figured, well, if he gets the odd shot, his aim is actually halfway decent at 92. So I said his speed's good enough. for getting around with smoke, and he's got bombard, so he could carry the heavier weapon today. Other than that, yeah, all the armor, the only one that doesn't, because we don't have enough tight, it's all being built now, but it's not all ready. So we have Smokes wearing the Corsair. Not that he's going to need to grapple anywhere, but, you know, and I tried the Aurora armor because, you know, he has some skills that way, but I just don't know to show you. He would go from 13 health down to 11. And I'm like, yeah, it's going to help on potential stuff. But, and his will is pretty damn good. Maybe, well... Originally I also had Nefertiti as the commanding officer, but then I realized, yeah, she only can throw one smoke at a time. So I said, nah, I can't make her the officer. I said, I've been overthinking this like nobody's business. So I could go Aurora and then try to throw smoke and then maybe do some psi offense kind of thing. Maybe it'll help. I don't know that it helps telekinetic field because that's defensive stuff. I think this armor helps more on, well, it does give extra 8 defense too, even though it may only have so much armor. And improves the will for psi attacks. Oh, and defense. Okay, I missed that part. I knew it was for psi attack, so yeah. Since one of his defenses is potential use of telekinetic field, I guess we'll wear it this way. Stay strong, stay tough. Smokes. Because we need it. Well, it does give the extra 8 defense here. That's got to count for something, right? Got to make you harder to hit. Gotta. Okay. Dun 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 dun. Yeah. So we're doing that. See, I'm already talking to you guys, and I'm making changes again. Already, I'm making changes yet again. Okay, so there's the start. Then we got Neek Vogels. And Neek has a new nickname. So we're going to go in here and do it. We're going to customize. And the nickname, there are a couple I couldn't use because the nickname limit is like 11 characters. I checked. I counted. And the early leader was RoboCorpse. So now you know RoboCorpse didn't make it. The late one coming on down the stretch is Neek Knack, one out. Neek Knack Paddywhack, give your dog a bone. This old mech came rolling home. Something like that, I guess, is the way it's gonna be. But there is Neek. Yeah, of course it was, Nightmare. Much to your chagrin, right? I can't remember. I at least, I don't know who the voters are. That's something I can't see on the community tab, but on in the Discord I can see who voted for what. So, but there's way more votes that got made on the community tab. But anyway, there is Neek Knack. Have a game. Neek Knack, Paddywhack, give Commander a win. And I know it doesn't rhyme, but come on. Okay, we got Disco Leal. He's out. He has double tap. He's pretty good. Not as good at aim as our other gunner, but he'll get by. Gleisley's out. He's healthy until we get him hurt again. If he gets in an awkward situation, I gotta remember this, though. When it comes to this, I gotta remember, it's very good to help him tank, but it reduces incoming damage by 40% and provides immunity to crit hits if not flanked or exposed. So he's gotta be in cover to have this work. If he's stranded out in the open, it's a waste of my time to give him combat stims. So I gotta remember. I think I've made that mistake before in the past. So I've got to remember that. But he does have hit and run. So even if he... Hello! Karaoke! Coming in for a... Well, we'll just say a potentially tough mission. Just due to the map alone. The potential of the map. It's all potential. It's all potential. Could be a... If we get the right start, the right position... Oh, it's like a children's rhyme, nursery rhyme kind of thing. It harkens back to, I think it has its origins during the Irish potato famine. Someone maybe can correct me on that, but that's my best understanding of it. Yeah, E-I-E-I-O, McDonald's nickname is another nicknamey kind of thing, and both these I think kind of have a tune that sometimes you'll hear with it, so that I'm not big on. But we got, therefore, since I don't have Nefertiti, I changed out Floki, who was going to be not Floki, you know, Katsunungen was going to be the hit and run, or Furball, yeah, Furball, that's the one, was going to be my mama. See, he's wiping me out, I can't think. But so I changed out the commanding officer, so instead of having Furball along, we now have Rickroll. So pretty equal in abilities, other than one can give commands and one can't. Then we got Floki, good aim there. He's sitting at 95 plus his scope, so he's over 100, so aim is decent. Then we got Waffle. Waffle is carrying the grenade launcher for cover destruction. She also has, you know, that collateral damage to also help in that category. I didn't really, you know, I could give her a pinch more aim with a little tiny laser sight, but I figured, well, let's go with the cognitive enhancer, and her will's lowish. It gives her a touch more will. You know, it's a touch more will. Every little bit helps. In fact, just to remind everybody, because I don't usually take it out, but there you go. Grants extra 5 will. Whoop-de-dee-doo-dah. And gets more experience for someone who doesn't need any more experience. Oh, well, oh well. But I guess I just went for the extra will with the ethereal so recent in my memory. I figure extra will, 5 extra will could be just as helpful as the 5 extra aim I would have got on this other thing. You know, she's mainly here for cover destruction anyway, so how much shooting will she be doing? Avatar. We also have the Rocketeer along, and Avatar is a very high level, so therefore Avatar does have a javelin rockets, which helps with the distance. So yeah, we'll have Mind Shield along, where we got one building, and I don't think it's quite done yet, but it's close to being done. Some of them I'm not. If you look at this guy, if I use 3 slots, then his speed is down to 11. I just don't like that. I don't want to go below 12. So yeah, I didn't use 3 slots on him. So, and my gunners, there were just 2 slots already. And I'm giving them the Titan armor for the protection for when they're suppressing. No, I do not. No, I do not. Because of the parts that you missed. Karaoke. I'll call you by your nickname, your character nickname. But we had a disaster of a mission that you may or may not have seen, and I've been rebuilding Titan armor. I'm still short 1 reflex cannon, and that's been using up all of my alloys, and I had nothing to spare, just trying to recover from a disaster of a mission. So no, I've not had the flexibility and ability to build anything like that right now. So that's been the challenge. In fact, the whole reason Knick-Knack we had the nickname naming today is Nick Vogel's engineer character was a casualty on this mission, along with two others. We lost 3 in this disaster mission, so we lost a lot of equipment in the process. So it was pretty bad, and we're just about back to recovering from it. So let's cross our fingers that we don't have another disaster mission. It can happen. Okay, that is the team. I mean, it feels like a decent team, my friends. It does feel like a decent team. Yeah, always wrong XCom, Carlos, wrong XCom. Now, I have been messing around in some free time here and there during the day. Every now and then when I have some free time, I have been messing around with the XCOM 2, Long War of the Chosen, to get used to the changes. Because I haven't played the 1.2 version, or 1.2 point, whatever it is now. And so, yeah, I've been playing with it a little bit. Okay, never gonna let you down, Trumpkin. I hope not. I hope not. Okay, everybody check your ammo, check your weapons. We've talked about this enough. Now it's time to do it. Now it's time to do it. Let's get down there to the UK and help them out.
Prepare for deployment, Strike One.
All right, let's begin the assault.
The next
Lazy fog.
in the UK.
You know, we see lazy whatever quite often. I guess you could say, nah, it doesn't look like it's foggy on this map picture. Too hot to have any fog around here right now, that's for sure. A little too hot for fog to form where I am right now. So let's get down there and how about team, the mission name may be Niebla Perezosa, but we aren't going to play lazy, I hope. We're going to make this happen. Yeah, we definitely, we got enough smoke. We need to use it as much as possible to stay safe, avoid crit hits, anything we can do to, yeah, lazy fog. Don't be lazy throwing the smoke. Fill this place up with fog. There you go. That's a good hint. Well, that's probably good because I changed out Nefertiti. I've learned that in the build. The build, the perk I gave her that did not allow her the free toss of smoke was to focus on her will. And I've now realized the few points of will does that being able to throw a free smoke as a medic far outweighs the few points of will I would give up with that perk. She had enough will to start with. She was high enough. I would much rather value the being able to throw 2 smokes in a turn than a little extra will at the end. So there you go. There's my opinion. So if y'all are playing, that's my tip of the day for building your medics, your defensive medics. Okay, support medics, I should say. Let's go find out where we're starting. Please, be kind and be kind. Don't make me work. Oh, don't make me work.
Intel from the council indicates.
Oh my God!
Data stores has
Oh,
been compromised.
well,
And
you know,
reinforced
like I
data
said, this is one of the bad starts.
They want us to get in
We
there,
start in
secure the
sight.
facility, kill anything that moves.
What did I tell you were the 2 corners I didn't want to start on? Well, we got one of them. We got one of them. So the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to find our Rickroll And we're going to see if we see anything more than what's right in front of us. So right now we just see what's in front of us. Feels like 1, 2, 3, and there's at least, it feels like at least 4 floaters. Of course, according to the blips. So, we gotta figure out how I want to start this. I can't even move. Yeah, guess what? There's one on the roof. Nightmare. There's one on the roof. But that, I don't know if... Hey, Servando! You got your music today. You got your music today. My change has worked. You don't know how happy that makes me feel. You don't know how happy that makes me feel. I know what to do if somebody has weird symbols in their name. I know what to use. Let's hope this mission can be as successful as I was with StreamerBot in this latest fix. Woohoo! All right, so now that we've got the start zone from hell, well, let's think about how I want to start this. I could just send a rocket. See, that's just a regular. That's a heavy. So my rocket, and that looked like a regular back up here. But he looks too far back for this. So there's like someone probably right in here. So, the question is, yeah, those things can be frustrating. It turns out sometimes being simple, it's just something you didn't think of, and finally, my thanks goes out to Hope's End, who her article specifically didn't address it, but it got me opening my thought process, and I realized there was something within StreamerBot I hadn't tried, and there you go. So now I know. And thank you for a middling vibe. We needed that. Thank you, Trumpkin. Nobody roll a high vibe, please. Okay, so I'm almost feeling like if I can get a rocket to pick up what I suspect is something here, even though I was hoping I might see something in the shadows, but I don't. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Well, maybe that is the one. I don't know. So maybe I do the 2 I know that are there and just go with that. The problem is my rocket, I don't think my rocket will have significant scatter. Where's my Rocketeer? Right here? And it also means my Rocketeer will have to survive. Yeah, well, let's... Oh boy, this poor office is going to be destroyed by the time, but there. I can do it right there, 1.8 scatter, decent chance to hit them. Yeah, don't be lazy, Fog. We're going to be throwing lots of smoke. Oh, Dungeons and Celesta. Oh, yeah. That would be intricately involved. And one little mistake, and you got this annoying bug that's in there, and then you got to figure out where that bug came from and whatnot. So anyway, I'm doing the rocket. I'm doing a rocket opening. Everybody else then, depending on how they scatter, I'll then be able to... Oh, careful, OAP, don't get that too high now. Okay, let's see if this rocket has hideous scatter. We'll know who to blame. There we go. Okay, we hit 2 of them. Okay, and there's 5. So we saw 4 blips and they were hiding 5 out there. Nobody activated Overwatch, so I got heavy. Holy crap, that's a lot of heavies. All right, and the little guy is behind full cover that's indestructible. All right. Yeah, he could be hit and run by people. I think these floaters. Well, no, I take it back. This guy's not landed. These two are landed. So if I get rid of his cover, I can get multiple shots here, multiple shots there. I keep, except two of my multiple shots are gunners, and I feel like I have to leave my gunners in reserve for these two that are flying. So if I can find a way to destroy this guy and this guy, we'll be in decent shape. My hit and run guy with the, yeah, with the, you know what? Shotgun, that doesn't excite me. Well, my two mechs are right here. So I can easily destroy this cup and do some damage. And this guy looks like the leader, so I wanna check him out. Let's see what his skills are. Damn good ground. So thank God he Reaver Lord. He's got damn good ground, danger zone. We don't want him suppressing us. Ready for anything, so we don't want him on Overwatch. Well, if he double moves, he's on Overwatch. Yeah, sprinter. He's extra mobile. Aggression. Yeah, we don't want him shooting at us. Holy smokes. Plus he gets tactical sense. 5 defense for every enemy in sight. So he's going to have 20 extra defense because he can see us all. He has covering fire. He's not on Overwatch. Evasion, mayhem, combined arms, repair servos. So he's a nasty little dude. We might as well just look at all the others, eh? I don't think any of the others... Yeah, just a heavy floater. Regular heavy floaters so far. That's a little floater. And this one... Yeah, so only that one is the special guy. So. Here's what I'm thinking is I destroy the cover here. Job 1. Now, Rickroll, I don't think you see all of them. Well, you got 2 actions though, so I could actually, well, move you somewhere so you still have distance on your shots. And I'll probably bring you like here, and then at least do the first shot here and the first shot here once I remove cover, so we don't have to worry about hollow targeting. And that's the way we'll open. I'm gonna keep my two suppressors. I guess my question will be, where do I need? How close do I need to get my? So, yeah, as long as my suppressors are over here, then I'm okay. And if I can suppress these two, hopefully they can't reach a bomb here. A grenade here to potentially blow up the car. I don't know. Maybe we don't all take the car cover just in case that happens. And I'm a little scared to go too far this way because, you know, there's windows in our building. So at least for the time being, we want to do as little movement as possible. That's going to be key here. So suppressor here. I can get a suppressor here. At least that way not everybody's on the car, and then we'll be able to see everybody. And then Rickroll. I might bring you here, but then I can't quite see everybody. I don't know if it may not let me see over here. I may have to bring, Rick, I may have to bring you over here behind the car. Okay, now I do see the three. I do see at least the three that I want to see. So maybe I bring Rick back here because he has extra range. And these are the three I want you to have range on. So Rick, we're bringing you here. Okay, we got a new ping. So we gotta get going on this battle quickly because there's something else back over in this towards the corner of the building back here. Yikers, things are gonna come at us fast. Because no matter what side of the map they're on, it's not asking very much for them to just wander this way and be seen. Okay. I'm gonna come up here because all I really need to do is destroy here. I'll decide. I think I'm trying to think of what will do the most. You know, I may throw a grenade because maybe I can hit more than one in the process. Although he's flying, we'll see. We'll come over here and check. Now if I... Oh, you're not who I thought you were. Let's zigzag. Come on, get it right. Get it right. We'll bring Lucia here. Waffle, come here.
Je suis en route.
Now, let's see. You know, I gotta remember, anything I blow up is less cover I have trying to move out of this corner. No, I'll still have all the shots I want. So the little oops that I did right now, Nightmare, did not cost us. Did not cost us. The same things will still get done. So, let's do this. Let's not do this. Yeah, there's no. Oh, well, I'm more need to get rid of the cover here. Let's do this.
Je vais mettre le feu.
I knew that the grenade would have done more damage to the floater. Oh well. Now we're gonna get hollow target on these guys. Holy smokers! Rickroll coming on through, steamrolling through. I love that start. Can you do the same thing over here, perhaps? I'm only taking this shot for the hollow targeting. No, the poles aren't. They don't block sight. They don't give cover. So we're going for the little hollow target. That's all you need to do is hollow target. Oh, that helps make me feel better. Oh, that goes a long way to help me feel better. Because, knick-knack, paddywhack, give your dog a bone. Let's go take the bones away from these two guys. How about it? Let's start with the best chance first. Yeah, gotta like it. Yes. Okay, the most dangerous floater on the map is dealt with. Now it's up to I just have to suppress these two. There's no other way about it. Yeah, no more mini boss at least. I'm worried a little bit. I guess if I come here, I think I could still safely come here. I think my suppressor. So the suppressors are the next. I'm just now that I know something's over here. I want to be. I'm trying to question, is this safe or not? Because at the same time, I'm not comfortable. This guy, even suppressed, might be able to throw a grenade here, and I would not be thrilled with that result. So I have suppressors. My suppressor with the most dangerous gun is going here.
Moving.
Okay, we did not activate that thing, that pod. And hello, Rainbow Monk, how you doing? 2 heavy floaters down. We got a shitty start on this council mission, by the way. I mean a shitty start. We know there's another pod here based on the motion tracker. And the thing about this map, because of this start, it's not a very big map. So anywhere the pods are out here, they don't have to walk very far to see us, because it's all glass windows all the way across, pretty much. So, well, it was already glass windows. I didn't add that much sight, did I? Nah, I didn't do that, did I? Oh, it wasn't. Well, it had a special name. Oh, so it was a level 9. Okay, so yeah, there's worse. Yeah, there are worse heavy floaters, but the bad one that we had. So maybe for suppression, I come over here. Maybe, well, if they're going to throw a grenade here, they're going to throw a grenade here, and that's going to get the car burning. It is what it is. But I'm going to bring you here.
All right.
Well, let's face it. I'm going to have one of us sitting in the open already. So Zabiel's going to be busy throwing smokes. He's going to be sitting in the open back here. Let me get a sense for my smokes, what I can cover. So I can get the half cover there, and then the second smoke can cover over here. Okay, so smokes will just be... It'll be what it is. What is. And so I'm going to suppress the guy in the back with you. Because you got the heavy... He has more health, and you're the heavy suppressor. I can't kill him, so I'm gonna at least have him suppressed. Don't have enough shots left anymore. It's a pain. They're flying like this.
Bring it.
Well, you know, it's also a good thing I didn't have anybody take this cover. We just destroyed it. Yeah, I hope you survived it. I hope your commode survived it. Now let's get the other suppression so the guy in the front can also be suppressed. And now I should have them both covered. Now I have to decide what to do with you, Gleisly. Because if these guys, I'm kind of leaning towards just double running you up here. As long as nobody runs, it just gives me... This guy's going to be free to run and move. If I run this far, he could flank us, so maybe I don't. Maybe I just bring you up here. Then he flank... Yeah, I guess I bring you here. It doesn't it means a double move from here with run and gun. Yeah, that'll just have to do. That'll have to do. Now you have hit and run. You're not gonna, you know, it's a crappy shot, but I'm gonna take it anyway. This isn't a hit and run shot with a flying target anyway. Let's just see. We're meant to hit. Just so y'all know, I'll consider. Well, no, I'm not gonna say a word till after the mission. I'm not gonna say a word till after the mission. There's something else I'll let y'all know about, but I'm not gonna say it now. I don't want to jinx anything. Okay. So. I don't think this calls for anything heavy-handed like telekinetic field. I think just smokes with the two biggest threats. Yeah, we'll do one smoke here. You know, there'll be a little bit of smoke overlap, but oh well. And then, yeah, you're suppressing from half cover, so we'll cover this way. Rickroll is at least in heavy cover, full cover, so let's make sure this should cover us here. Now we all cross our fingers. We all cross our fingers that everybody's in the smoke also. Here they come. There's some thin men that are out here, and I know one of those has got squad sight. Yeah, see, they threw a grenade. Fortunately, it couldn't throw it far enough. The car is on fire, so we're going to have to abandon the car. And we got some suppression. And it looks like we got some... It looked like 3 of them show suppressed. Has he got special suppression? Do he? Well, I can get rid of that suppression. We're potentially going to get flanked. It sets us up for potential flank from thin men. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, he must have danger zone. It's weird seeing you start thinking, oh, a regular floater? In fact, why don't I just have somebody check? That's got to be. Yep, danger zone. So, I have 2 things to do. We can... Yeah, I can get rid of the suppression real easy. And that way I don't have to risk, you know, my, you know what. Except, I'm trying to not... I'm probably going to want to move forward. Yeah, I don't want to hit the car. And it shows I hit him, but I'm worried that if I don't have where he's shooting from, potentially, that it doesn't break it. So I'm not going to do this. Let's think about this. Yeah, I'll do that if I launch, but I can't be the fact that we're being suppressed is not thrilling me right now. So I gotta get rid of it the risky way, I think, and that is running Gleisly up here, hit and run, or running hit and run, running gun, you know, and hopefully none of these thin men that scattered are on Overwatch. I have no way to tell. And I really don't want to take Rickroll out of the picture yet to throw a battle scanner back in here. So I'm going to do this, I guess. What if there's something up here? We only see 2. There's at least 3 more pods out there. Well, floaters can. Floaters can, and they do regularly. And there's a couple other late game enemies that can. Yeah, but there's a few that can, and then there's a couple missions like I think the alien base assault where they have itchy trigger fingers, so they can. So there's some instances, Nightmare, where they can't. No, they can. They can, and they sometimes do. Floaters are the big exception. on scatter. They can go on Overwatch. That's probably the most common one that'll do that. I'll make sure to point it out next time it happens, but that can happen. So I'm risking. Well, they shouldn't be on Overwatch, but obviously it's a little bit of a risk. It's late game. I always worry.
Moving at the speed of death. Location confirmed.
And I worry about activating something else. Okay. So nothing was back in the corner, at least. Okay, Glacier, good to see you in here. The weekend is almost upon us. Yes, mi juego weekendo. Okay, let's see. What have we got? We got. Well, what we can see are two heavy, very heavy floaters, and what can break suppression, if that's the way it goes, is the acid attacks that'll be coming against us potentially. Maybe Glycely will distract them and make a couple of them go out here to try to flank him. Now he's got the health to try and stand up to that for us. Now both these are flying, so it's not like I can So I think what I gotta do is rickroll, or maybe I do the suppression, both of them, I think. No, I gotta move this suppressor. That's right. And by the way, all our cover is gone here now too. So we're hurt. So I can move Floki here and still be able to suppress from here. I'm a little nervous about coming all the way over here. Let me do this. Has anybody moved up on the side? Not yet. Therefore, it should be safe to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I should be safe, at least for this turn, to be able to take this cover. And where would you be able to move to suppress from? I don't have anything. All this little cover is gone. Well, one option I have is doing this to help weaken them down. Once again, we haven't had a chance to steady. So it's not super accurate. So we'll hang on, but I can't stay behind the car. Well, I could do cover here. Like how far forward? Like I could move them over a second and suppress from there, but then what do? I guess I just randomly throw a grenade in here to see if we can uncover some thin men. But then again, do I want them to have sight when they also potentially have squad sight now? I don't really have a target. I need to shoot. I really feel like I need to shoot. So basically what we got to do is hopefully I only need to suppress this guy. Hopefully we can kill this one. So that's I guess the way I'm going to play it. And then so let's get the suppression going with Loki. I'll just use half cover for now and try to cover. No, I already determined I could go here. I can go here. I won't activate. Should be safe. because the motion tracker says in this direction I don't see anything. I'm more worried about something else being back here where the last spot was. But at least for the time being, a wall is still there. I feel like I can't, as much as I want to push it, I don't feel like I can, so I'm just going here. I'm a wimp. And what I'm going to do is suppress the guy in the back, because we're hopefully going to kill the other guy. And that gets the hollow target on him if we get some shots over there. So, let's get a shot here for the hollow targeting. We'll start that out. Okay, 2 out of 3, you know, this is for hollow targeting. What's your shot against the lead floater? 79? I'm gonna move you just another space away from the car. For now.
D'accord.
I'm gonna move you a little farther over. He threw his grenade. It's not hit and run shot for you. Oh, we see the other dudes now. We see the other dudes now. That means they don't have to move. Well, maybe that helps protect Glycely over there. 90% now, though. Just moving a couple spaces closer. Waffle. And yes, I'm not launching the grenade yet, so don't panic, everybody. We might be able to destroy some cover back here. But then it really opens up a easy... Well, they can jump through the window too. It really makes it easy for them to flank Glycely, so I'm trying to make it less obvious. Yeah, I can't launch that grenade in the air. That's just the way it is. So I'm gonna have to just take a low risk shot. And then since I have my suppression, maybe I... Oh, there's no perfect... And then Boomster, you don't have ideal cover. Can I afford to waste a rocket on this guy? There's the big question. I almost feel like I gotta move my smoke over here, even though we could be flanked. I'm already flanked by their sharpshooters anyway, so at least maybe not all of them can flank me from this position. And then for Rocketeer, maybe I don't shoot you this turn and I at least give my Rocketeer cover, or do I risk a Rocketeer but he can't steady over here? It sucks that he was able to throw the grenade far enough to catch that car on fire. So what I'm going to do is... we're going to play defensive as cover. And I'm gonna come here.
I'm on it.
And just take a shot. It's not a great shot. Yeah.
Oh, come on!
I guess I could launch a grenade because I can, but like I said, if I get rid of their cover, I really don't have enough shots anyway, so we're probably just gonna sit there. I'll reload.
Je suis prête.
Zabio, I need to throw one more smoke. I got everybody away from the car. I'll need to throw smoke over on the new suppressing position. And where do I want to set up my rocket? Because once again, it'll be exposed, or I won't be steady. Because if I try to come here, having it in smoke, yeah, or because if I did that, I'd probably end up because you're in the dense smoke. It ends next turn, or ends after they shoot. This mech doesn't provide cover, only this one does, because this one's shot. If they shoot, they don't get their one for all. I mean, yeah, I could do it here, but we're easily, you know, we're easily flanked, but at least he could be steadied for a turn. And that might be more valuable. No, but it's right next to the vehicle. When it explodes, I know it for sure damages. I'm not sure about the diagonal, and I'm not going to take that. There's no way I'm taking that risk. So I guess I come to this side and steady there. That's an option. Because I'm just afraid of this position. That's why I moved Waffle over one step in case that car explodes. Or I double move and I'm unsteadied sitting right here, but then it's only half cover, which means you would need to stay out in the open and toss a grenade way over here, which you could do. But is it close enough for this guy to lob a short-range grenade? And then give me the same problem again. I feel like I kinda gotta do it. Either that, or I come back here with those thin men who can be snipers, and it's no different than having no cover. At least this is half cover with smoke. And then if I'm unsteadied and I get a shot, at least it's close enough to maybe hit with scatter. So I'm coming here. And we're going to try it. Everything's a risk with this map. Everything's a little bit of a risk. I'm going to try this smoke.
Smoke's in the air.
And your smoke's gonna go away, but I need new smoke over here to protect, and I can't get you with that same smoke. So there, my target is a half cover suppressor, so I gotta give him extra protection. Hang in there, Zabiol. Oh no! See, that's what I hate about this map. At least it's only 4 sectoids, but they can do the frickin' mind games on us. Oh no! Everybody's coming to the party!
Watch the flanks!
And there's the acid. There's the flank I was talking about.
Trying to flank us.
Oh my god, 81% miss. Oh, they're gonna do that twice? I doubt it.
They got me flanked. Got a lot of heat on me.
Oh, okay, they missed that twice. Oh, go away! Go away! Now I don't have that! I told you, this map is shit! I have Psi Inspiration, but I need shots, and that's one of my multi-shooters. But it would allow me to get potentially a rocket over here that I need. I don't think anybody else... I mean, you have Psi Inspiration, but you now need to either throw smoke... You need to move and, you know... Move and throw smoke again. To be quite honest, you need to throw 2 smokes, and so I gotta oh fucking shit, excuse me. Another one of those missions. Yeah, I know, there's a sector commander and an outsider along with the mechs. Okay, just for knowledge's sake. Grenade can hit these. So I've got to do Psi Inspiration here. So I can do a rocket over here. And there's no way. Okay, those two. So the only Overwatch I'm seeing is right here. So that wouldn't pop it, and it also means my suppressor wouldn't be able to suppress any of them anyway. So I would have to hope that the mechs hope what a word, hope that they run toward me so I can get a rocket on them and I don't get another mind game played with me here. And then I really almost can't do anything with Zabiel yet unless I do telekinetic now instead of smoke. Move them up here and give us some defense that way. You mean run and gun the assault up here that I did earlier to flank this thing? Oh. Yeah, I have one telekinetic field which I've got to use this turn. I've also got to get you reloaded, but I'm also going to use the Psi Inspiration on my Rocketeer. What I'm thinking I got to do is launch a grenade here and a rocket here to try and get cars to blow up and maybe get lucky just killing 4. But the problem is these guys, I don't know if they're going to be as susceptible with that kind of damage coming at them. I just don't know. And then my rocket will have high scatter, so there's nothing guaranteed about that method. And Gleisly wouldn't then be able to clean anything up with suppression I won't be able to get rid of. No, I don't believe we're not looking at heat rockets here. I don't believe. Mayhem. Fire and Hole. Shredder rockets. Javelin rockets, but not heat. And that wouldn't get rid of their Overwatch. I don't have the firepower with everything else out there right now to deal with the mechs. That's why I'm hoping I can maybe have a chance to get enough damage out here to have something I can do to get rid of this guy so they don't have mega shields. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, I can't reload and do... Oh, you're not the Psi Inspiration guy. Who's the Psi Inspiration guy? You are. Oh, the one I need to... Well, you're being suppressed, but I kind of was going to need you to suppress. Well, I guess I got a different suppressor now that can suppress the guy. So, you're doing Psi Inspiration. Let's see. Oh, free aiming. Can I reach? Yes. Can I, is it the bubble big enough for 2? Might as well inspire 2 while I'm at it, right? They're both blinking.
That's all the time we got. It's go time, baby.
Okay. It's a hell of a lot of scatter. May not even hit. So it's risk. In fact, it might scatter back here. So before I do that, yeah, I was thinking he had to do something. So yeah, he can. We also can command somebody. I'm gonna move up here for telekinetic shield since that car's already exploded. That'll cover the most people as possible on the field. Who else ate dodgy food? Yeah. But remember, we checked the stim at the beginning. If I stim him and then I move him, he'll be in the open for the Overwatch shot. The stim gives no defense unless he's in cover. So remember, I checked that at the very beginning loadout. You may have missed it. I don't know. You believe in the 3.0? I think I have no choice but to believe in it. Because technically, well, I guess he's in cover, and I give him the stim, so that I see what you're saying. The backscatter, if the rocket backscatters and he has the stim, that's okay. That would help. And you're right. And you're right. Well, first of all, I'm doing the absorption field first. No doubt about that. So let's just... and I think it'll reach.
On my way.
Or telekinetic. I don't know why I said absorption. And it will not help him out. So I will have to do the stims. And even though he's in cover, how does that work with a rocket? You know, if it scatters back on them. I don't have absorption field. Let's not do this. I don't have anybody with absorption field. Yeah, I have no, oh, that's what the stims provide. Yeah, so he's out of telekinetic anyway, so it's going to have to be the stim in case we get the back skip. It eliminates a little usefulness because he won't have... Oh, he doesn't have running gun now anyway. He doesn't have a lot of options to help clean up the mess. But, yeah, we do the stims for the blowback.
Stim shot up.
Okay. Let's do the rocket. We gotta understand what's gonna happen first. I'm gonna kind of put it in between, so I mean, if it's left, right, hopefully we still hit a car and get them fired down so my follow-up grenade can explode them if the rocket itself doesn't explode them. Cross your fingers, everybody. I don't move him first because Overwatch. He'll get double Overwatched. And he has no, you know, lightning reflexes. The stims don't help protect him if he's in the open, which he would be running from the Overwatch. The stims give him the extra defense reduction while he's in cover, not flanked or in the open. So the stims do him no good if I move him. It's to protect against blowback from this. So here we go. Please, please, please.
Eat this. That thing's gonna blow.
Can we get lucky for a grenade to blow up the frickin' cars? Look at that. I didn't do much damage in the back row. That's for damn sure. So the exploding car will not hurt them enough. But it'll do something. Oh, come on. There. Now I got a better feel for where I need to get it like right there. Both cars need to explode from this extra explosion. And that stupid sectoid commander's gonna be alive to buff up the mechs. Mechtoids, what can I say? Blow up! One did. It didn't kill him enough. That one did. One thin man's still alive. And you still flanked, so the stims won't help on those guys shooting ya. So we're definitely not out of a sticky situation right now. Not by a long shot. Not by a long shot. Okay, you're done because we got the Rocketeer back. I was okay till this pod showed up. I was okay with the sectoids and playing mine, you know, I was okay, but what this is the map. This is the frickin' map. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 17. This is the map. And I told you, this map, if I start in this corner or the diagonal corner, I could see this happening. I thought if I got lucky to start in this corner or the other corner where there's less windows and less vision all around, maybe I could finagle something. So it did not work. Yeah, the crit immunity. Oh, I thought I read it as cover destruction. I mean, I guess I did that in reverse. Damage, 40% damage reduction is all the time. Okay, so I guess I misread that. The crit immunity, and that's 1, 2, 3 crits, and if these guys move 4 or 5 crits, and Glycely's going down. Well, the dense smoke, I hope, counts for something. Because I can't get telekinetic field that far. So this is where we're at. Okay, Rickroll, how can you help? How can you best help? Well, be nice to get rid of that. Oh, the suppression with you is danger zone. Let's suppress up there. See if that takes off the suppression. And we do a tick, or will he get damage reduction on that tick? I don't know. Okay, that part's done. Let's see. He has resilience. Let's just say I've had bad experience with Glycely tanking because I don't have. He asked for the character late after a few picks, and I wasn't building him initially as a tank. You know what I mean? And then so he kind of switched midstream because he wanted a tank, but it wasn't. He didn't see my stream early enough to get it built the right way, technically from the beginning. So I mean, he has some of the tanky perks, but not every one I normally would have picked. So he's had some injury time, couple big injury times. Now I've got potential multi-shooters, but not too many people are exposed. And part of me says, oh, frickin', we gotta reload. So I have Rickroll, and Rickroll can shoot once, then he'll be out of ammo, and then he'll have to reload next turn if he gives a command. You can shoot once and reload, or shoot once and give a no, because there's nobody exposed. I take that back. He has no hit and run available, so he either. All he can do is shoot, reload, or command. There is no open guy. There's. Oh, I guess he could see. He could see a mech. So he can get a shot on a mech. An unshredded mech, by the way. Well, same with Neeknack. This may be Neeknack's final mission here too. You know, the way it's the way it's looking, it's pretty scary. Oh, sorry for the delay in the thought, but this is quite the pickle here. Quite the pickle here. Oh, Bison Bites, you came in a awkward moment. Okay. I can't kill. I feel like And then I also need reloads. Okay, so maybe... Oh no, this is, yeah, I don't have a shot over on the mech from Rickroll. I could come here to have a shot on mech. Telekinetic field will go up in case sectoids get frisky over here and decide to flank us. I'll have one turn of telekinetic field. Shield. Whatever. So maybe what I gotta... No, but then all he can do... No, I would then be able to reload because it would be hit and run. The heck with commanding anybody. And at least then you take another shot. No, he's Rickroll. He's not after roll. He is after the song. he Rickrolls the aliens. So I guess I'm gonna come here. And then this way at least I'm getting him reloaded and Jyotamon reloaded. Even though it doesn't help me with this awkward situation. Now let me make sure telekinetic field covers over here. Yes, it does. So everybody but Glycely will be protected by telekinetic field for a turn. And oh, baby, baby. So Rickroll, get up here, take one shot, and reload. Okay. It's not close enough, so I don't have one shot. So we're just gonna reload. None of these guys are exposed. I was hoping I was hoping I barely have the range, because if I go here to shoot at him, then I'm out of ammo and that does me no good. I gotta reload. Take advantage of the telekinetic field and then figure out some shots here coming up. Okay. And then he'll be in telekinetic field, so one for all is already there. This one, I gotta reload. So I'll take the one shot. Right here. It's only 67, but at least it's hit and run and allow me to reload. Yeah, and then, okay. That's just the way it's meant to be. And let's one for all and reload. Telekinetic field. Let's hope we can figure something out next turn, because they're going to be coming at us even more so from multi-angles. Yeah, see? He might mind control. No, he's going to do the shield on the other guy and all the other sectoids that he can see. And then they're doing this. We are not out of the woods, my friends. We are not out of the woods.
Watch your flank!
Je me fais tirer dessus.
There, we took 5. This is concerning. Okay, the shield helped us.
C'est chaud par ici.
The shield is helping us.
Incoming fire. Target acquired.
Oh, now the map! Now the map is out there.
The aliens haven't made off with the volumes. We should be able to salvage the requisite data from those.
Come on. Shen, I could give a crap about that right now.
X-ray on the move, they're flanking us.
The only good thing is there's no Overwatch there. There's just an Overwatch there. He healed back up from one hit point. So unfortunately, that's not a hit and run. Those shields are going to be a pain in the rear. I can't do it. If I retreat, does that mean we lose UK? This is a council mission. A failed council mission loses the country that we're in. Right? Because right now, everybody could get out. What are my odds to fight back on this thing? I mean, what are the odds that I can even hope to fight back on this thing? Anybody got some feedback? I think failing a council mission loses me the country, UK. Because it's already at 60%. They may automatically just lose a country if you fail a council mission. I don't know without looking on the Discord. I mean, the wiki. No odds. Because it just feels like I'm losing people otherwise. It's just impossible. I know, Nightmare, this is not what you want to hear. I also don't want to risk losing 8 very valuable. And telekinetic field is not in action anymore, is it? So I'll get some hurt on me even escaping with these suppressions. I just feel like it's almost what I gotta do. Because I've got 1, 2, 3 suppressions right now. 1 Overwatch. Well, my friends, let's take a minute to get out of this. Oh, you want to see how many are active? Oh, I showed you before. It was like, yeah, there's a lot of active. 5, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There's nothing in the wiki, huh? Well, that sucks that they don't tell us that. Yeah, we just killed 3 heavy floaters, a regular floater, and a thin man. That's all we've killed so far. And all the other pods just showed up. So I think I gotta take some hurt, potentially leaving from some of these suppressions. But if I'm lucky, maybe I can have 1 or 2 in range when I get. So, this is just one of those I think we gotta pull back on. Unfortunately, I think you are suppressed. Let me see who. No, it's the elevated ground nearby. So at least you're squishy, you're not suppressed. At least the ones being suppressed are you being suppressed. Whoop. Yes. But you're a gunner, you have a fair amount of health. Are you being? So my gunner. You're not. So also you're being suppressed. I'm almost positive you're being suppressed. Yes, but you're a mech. We'll have to just make. And the thing's doing most of the suppression. The only one that'll hit the hardest is this sniper dude Thin Man. These guys will hurt, but not kill me hurt. Yeah, see, we're at 60. We're you know, 60 to 65% right now. So we might lose UK. We have to understand we might lose UK. Especially since that's probably where an upcoming terror mission would go too. So we need Gleaser to be able to, with his team over there, to be able to shoot that down as it comes in. Because UK's been a big target of terror missions. So, I'm sorry about this nightmare. Thanks for the research, I appreciate it. I don't think we'll be able to deal with the level of panic we're going to increase. We can hope it won't just be an automatic with enough panic, and we get a chance to have a mission. Yeah, 94% vibe explains a lot. Well, I'll spoil the surprise that it is. This is my birthday. It's my birthday today, and this is my birthday present. So, blame me. I'm the one that's jinxing it by having this be my birthday. So, happy birthday to me. So, it's all my fault. That's all my fault. I came this close to go, oh, maybe I should skip it. Well, then I would have had to play it on Monday, so what can I say? What can I say? But I think I'm going to retreat. I think I'm going to retreat. You're going to get shot at by the Thin Man. It's going to hurt. Oh, your brother's birthday is tomorrow. How about that? Yeah. Well, you know, based on what happened here, I guess a birthday gift would be, listen up, everybody. Everybody survive. And I think you're being suppressed. I think you're the last one being suppressed. I'm just double checking. You have the health to potentially survive it. Yeah. At least it's my gunners that have the most health and a mech that is a little dinged. So yeah, I gotta run away. Gotta run away. Gotta. So I think I'm gonna run you first. Just because you have a lot of resilience and what, it's gonna be a double move run, although you're gonna take hurt from that Overwatch. You know, you're running a dash. Oh yeah. That could be a play. If I run him all the way over here, yeah, I don't know if he'll pick it up. It depends on which one is from that Thin Man. We'll have him run along the side here, so maybe if this is the Thin Man circle, maybe, just maybe, he'll run the Overwatch. Good thinking. Good thinking. There we go. That means Gleasley won't get hit too bad. And maybe I can find a suppressor and at least take a chance on a shot. Can I see a suppressor? Yes. So I have 39% on that suppressor. So it's a 39% shot to maybe get lucky. Break one of the suppressions. Oh wow. It was a big ask. It was a big ask. But Gleisly.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
And then we're gonna have to see what we can do. Yeah, they're basically when the whole the white circles defeat themselves when the whole map activates, but defeat their purpose, isn't it? So I'm gonna bring you here, and maybe your plasma storm gun can hit somebody. I'll try you here. Probably, yeah. Okay, so you're out of range. Let's bring you in the back corner. I know your rockets after a move wouldn't be any help. Okay, so now the ones that are gonna get hit. Loki, run. Okay, not bad. Knick-knack, paddywhack. Run away with the tails between our legs. Well, actually run here. Maybe you'll be able to break the final suppression with, because you have limited squad sight. You never know. Damn sectoid.
Watch the side.
Okay. And then, who do you see? Oh, they're all pretty crap shots. It doesn't look like you see any suppressor.
What's up, Doc?
Now, all the suppressors still shooting are done, so... just out of frustration, we'll shoot. And then, Waffle. Well, we'll keep you there in case somehow that counts as cover on the first step to help. But you got enough health, you shouldn't die. This is the one coming from the Thin Man, though, so if anything hits hard, this one will. And we'll make you run a dash.
Consider it done.
Maybe it'll help. Okay, hit hard, but it's an armor hit. Waffle.
Affirmatif.
And finally, Zabio. Well, damn.
Affirmative.
Well, we at least have a chance to do a kill here on our way out. Woo! A medic kill feels good on the way out. All right, I think that's everybody. Let me just count. 2, 4, 6, 8, right? 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, everybody's here. I'll end turn and we'll get out of here. We'll abort. Unfortunately, we're probably going to see... Yeah, I generally don't have the whole map like this. I just have to double check in the mini mod. There's a... I know I can toggle them on and off, but I rarely need to. So I should probably have it on a little sticky note over here somewhere just to remind me, because I toggle it off so infrequently. Here we go.
Come in, Central. We have to abort the drop.
Yep. Oh, I'm just... Nightmare, I apologize in advance for potentially losing the UK from, oh well. Yeah, there's no such mission with only 6 enemies, even in March of 2016. So yeah, we didn't... It's just a terrible map. Starting location that we drew. And like I said, it's a fairly big map when you think about it. But with the lines of sight, it's like, it's not. the pods barely have to move to be visible. Barely. You move purely to the right. I was so afraid. Yeah, well, if I'd known, but I was afraid to. I was already staying where I was to try and. No, because I would have had. Then I would have had 2 pods active after the first move. Instead of just the one I had a couple turns to deal with before it got bad. Because actually, I think I had. No, I kind of had 2 turns to deal with the floaters, and I got rid of all but one. And that one was, yeah, it was just tough. And then if I had moved that way, then we would have had the mechs coming around that corner, but maybe we wouldn't have had... Well, eventually the same thing would have happened, because the sectoids weren't that far away. I couldn't have moved around the corner with the mechtoids in the way. I don't know if it was guaranteed, Rainbow, if I hit... and maybe I could have gotten farther. It would have been tough to get out of this one. Because I would have been moving to closer cars. They already threw one grenade to get the back car that I thought with them suppressed they wouldn't be able to reach, but they did. And so I'd be moving closer to the one I couldn't kill. And that's even more cars I couldn't have stayed behind, because then they would have exploded. It is just... This is a tough position. I don't want to say there's no way I could have done it, but you can't really get on this roof unless you have grapple. So, what can I say? Now we really got to do. Now it's if it happens, to hell with France being the target for the alien base assault. It'll now be the UK. That's where we're going first if the worst happens here. It's weird that I came away with anything, but oh well. Council is concerned by this setback. We are confident you will adapt your tactics accordingly. Yeah. Don't send us to council missions on this map anymore, please.
Remember,
here we go.
We'll be watching.
I don't want to look. I'm going to read the chat. I'm not going to look at the board. I'm going to show you what the panic is. You all tell me. How bad is it? Or does some time... That's right where it was. Do I think maybe we have to have some time go by. I think I have to go out onto the map. And then we're going to find out if it leaves. No, I think it's going to make me... If I have to go out to the geoscape. Yeah, and I'm looking over here at the chat, but yeah, on the OBS screen, I could see exactly what it was. So that didn't help me. Damn peripheral vision. Okay. So let's go out and find out what... Once I go out here, I think then it'll pop. And we might even get a pop-up saying... UK leaving the council! Well, we get our satellite nexus, so we can put up the satellite so we can do the base assault now. Wherever we need to, as soon as we're ready, so... Okay. Let's go back out and see if it's changed. Well, that's weird. That's weird. I'm not going to argue, but let's advance some time now, other than a few seconds, and see if it changes. Sometimes I've seen some weird things like that happen with panic, where you don't see it at first, and then you let a little time go by and it changes. Okay, we got our Titan armor from that other disaster mission. I just didn't want another disaster mission. Okay, I gotta check. I'm so paranoid about this. Okay. I guess nothing's gonna happen. I guess nothing's gonna happen. I hope. Unless at the end of, or is it going to be EOM, end of month, and then it says you get a rating of F because of failed council mission, and then the panic goes up. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not going to worry about it now. Let's go find another mission that we can just do well on. Yeah, no double Brexit, Captain Timo. No second Brexit. I guess we could be thankful for that.
Contact detected.
Large abductor, nap of Earth. Oh, this is... It's probably going to land before we can fight it. But, let's just see, because I do have old geezer. We do have our... you know... I can take all 6 out. 2 fighter escorts. Oh yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that after this battle. Thanks, Carlos. But it'll be over France now. Well, we already have one over UK if we had lost UK, but I can get the one up over France now, because that's the next place I'm. Yeah, standard bread and butter. We're just gonna do an abduction. I need. I'm not as. I mean, yeah, we're a little short on alloys from where we want to be, but it's not. We're not critically short anymore. So I don't have to shoot. I don't have to shoot this down like we ended up doing before. Let's just try to get back in the groove with a regular abduction. Low panic here. Shouldn't be a crazy, although it can easily get to heavy. We're close to replacing the prior losses. We're close. We're now one more Titan armor away. I never did build the reflex cannon, but is that what I'm going to need to bring on a base assault anyway? I have to think about that. It'd be nice to get. Yeah, there'd be a couple other weapons that might be nice to build, but I don't want to put it off too long. Yeah, gotta wait to... Yeah, then it'll land like that other abductor, right? But I don't think we're due for another landing, so I'm just gonna back off and get an abduction, which I think it will be. Yeah.
Commander, we have multiple reports
Mexico,
of abductions in
heavy.
progress.
That's about the worst we could have rolled with that kind of panic there. I would have been shocked if we got a swarming with that kind of panic. But let's go see the map. The mighty cart. Okay. We get on the... This one gives us potential to at least get on the roof if we feel that's necessary. So potentially a sniper can help on this map. We'll see. We got Gagliardi, we got Quampa. I'm thinking about Quampa on this one for the commander. This time I'm bringing Furball out. I almost had Furball in this last mission. Who do I have for gunners? I got Freaky Friendly. Maybe we try bringing up mags. How about see, everybody, all my gunners got a long way to go if they want a promotion, and then he can't do diddly, but he's the closest to a promotion. I mean, he can suppress. No multi-shots. Low aim. But he does have Psi. He has distortion field around him. He can do Psi panic, regen biofield. Let's think about him as a secondary gunner. Now we could have use of, if the fight takes place inside the building a little bit, I'm gonna think about Dietrich. I will think about a sniper. And the question is, do I want double tap, heavy hitter, precision shot, or do I want more in the zone? What do we think? It's hard to know till you get out there which one you would have preferred having at the moment. We'll try a Grunty. Yeah, perhaps a perhaps an engineer in case we get the right capture opportunity. I could bring a Rocketeer. Maybe Jam Ball. Depending on how we need to shoot, it could work without Javelin. And then if I have a good engineer, because we gotta get, we'd like to get that one last capture going. Do I not have a better engineer up here? And Kobo. Gonna have to do. Yeah, let me take off Kobo. I just want to see where my other engineers are at. Oh, I think one of them's in a side tube, maybe. Yeah, Howdy Doody's side training. That's the one I was hoping was available, but I had to put him in side training, didn't I? So the highest level I got, we either got Raquel, we're going with Scarecrow. Okay. Yeah, Karma Suture wasn't available. I think Karma Suture had a major injury. Oh, from that sectoid. Is he still recovering from that, or let me clear out and take a look. I just missed that conversation. So let's find where Karma Suture is at. Or was he in the other one in the side tube? No, he's got 2 days left, so he's actually finally almost back. So there we go. And so I gotta put a gunner back in. That's what I took out. I think it was Tariq that I was taking as a gunner. Yep. Okay. Let's start back at the beginning. I may not have enough heavy armor that I want. Maybe I end up switching out a mech somewhere. Suha 8 days, Kobo. You know what you mean, Kibo? No, Kibo's a Shogun. So I let's just see who you're talking about. Yes, because Kibo is the Shogun. Engineer, Scarecrow. Obviously, I can double fatigue somebody, but do I need to? Okay. Yeah, I'm just sticking the way I am then. Because unfortunately, those that used to be engineers as shoguns can't carry the you know, the capture device. Yeah, Suha's down to 8 days. Boy, that was hurtful also. So I'm gonna have do we go for the extra mobility on you with a little less protection? There's the big question. So we'll have one gunner mobile and another, and then another one not. And hopefully that'll be enough. Yeah, you're a little squishier. You're just going to be a little slower, that's all. Okay, a lot slower. Ooh, that's like slow. But you're pretty quick, so I can afford to give you that. Yeah, we'll see you, Mike. I'm glad we got your sound working. I'm excited about that. Thanks for dropping in as long as you did. I know you're a busy guy, so thank you for that. It's good to see you. And assault here. Yeah, you're too slow to give anything else to. Let's see, Rocketeer. Try to speed you up a little. So we'll come back to Quampa. Grunty, I'm gonna give you a flying armor. Oh, we gotta take that off. I can't just switch them, which frustrates me to no end. Ooh. We'll see. I may want better armor for you. We'll see. Storm gun. Keep you're plenty mobile. Oh, the mind shield has been built. The first one. I'll probably build more, but let's go see who might work well with a mind shield. So let's that would make you painfully slow though, but can I sacrifice something else?
What's up, Doc?
Let's find out. Well, we gotta armor you up. We haven't addressed you yet. I guess you don't need to be speedy because we give you a lesser gun to be speedy with. We don't rely on you to shoot. Heal and throw smoke. Okay, so hey Nick, how you doing? You went on a mission we had to retreat from. You did not die on your first mission out as a mech. So we'll take a look. What I'll do is I'll back out of here. Because this team is ready to go on our next mission, but I'm not doing it tonight. It's my birthday, so I'm stopping on time. And we're going to back out of here and show you you're a dude. Let's go into the barracks. And we're going to find your guy. Oh, he's going to be on fatigue. And there you are. Nickname and all. Of course, without your armor. So, Knack 1. Neek Knack 1. So, Neek Knack Paddywhack. Whether you're familiar with the rhyme or not. That's the one that won for you. No, thank you. So, it's the one. The early leader was RoboCorpse. That's the one that looked like it was going to win early. And then the late vote made it no contest for Knack. So that is your new character right there. And you did fine on the mission. You did some kills for us. But guess what? We had to retreat. We got overwhelmed. The whole map activated on us. We were in a wide open corner, and you know, you can argue all day how I could have played it better, but it was a tough one based on where we started. So, thank you for showing up. I'm sorry I'm going to end it now, but at least you get to see your new nickname. So how about that? And you showed you can do well as a mech. So, we're going to come over here. I unfortunately have not changed the dates on that yet. Maybe I was a little distracted today. What can I say? But just change the dates to 17th, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and the schedule will be the same. Just insert next week's dates, and we'll have it done. Yeah, leave the head. You like that, Captain Timo? But anyway, thank you everybody for hanging out. It was a tough day for us today. It was a tough day. Not a great happy birthday mission. We'll see if we can come back next week and start off my new birth year well on Monday. So we'll see. And thank you, everybody. This is Zigzag Zug signing off from somewhere in this world. Thanks so much for watching. We hope to see you next time. And ciao, everybody. And if you're on the Twitch side, don't leave yet. We're going to find somebody